We got breaking news for your Monday morning. The Packers are re-signing linebacker Isaiah McDuffie to a 2-year, $8 million deal. You've got thoughts on it. I've got thoughts on it. Excited to get into this one. Stay tuned because we'll be breaking this all down in just a little bit. But before we do, this is exactly why you guys hit that subscribe button, okay? We're bringing you free Packers coverage all offseason long, all year long. This is the best place to be if you want the best coverage for your favorite team. Okay, we got 1,585 subs. We're 415 away from 2,000. Help me, help us get there by hitting that sub button. NFL insider Jeremy Fowler is the one who broke the news, tweeting out the Packers are re-signing Isaiah McDuffie to a 2-year, $8 million deal with an upside of $9.5 million. And I think those numbers are the most important things of this deal because when I look at it, I think that it's good value. Okay, you're not breaking the bank for a guy that I know a lot of you guys don't really want to break the bank for, okay? You're only paying him $8 million over 2 years, and when you look at the highest paid inside linebackers per year, I mean, it doesn't even really come close, right? Roquan Smith's making $20 million a year, and then you look all the way down to tied for 10th with C.J. Mosley for $8.63 million. And my take on this entire thing is, does Isaiah McDuffie have flaws? Yes, of course he does. He's not that great in coverage. Didn't make a ton of stops if you like to look at that metric. But honestly, he's a tackling machine, 97 tackles over this past year, and you didn't overpay for him, okay? And when you are signing a guy that maybe not a lot of people are super high on, all you got to do is just make sure you don't overpay for him, and I don't think there can be many complaints, okay? Am I just out of the stratosphere juice that Isaiah McDuffie got re-signed? No. But am I upset about it? No, I'm not. It's a 2-year, $8 million deal, okay? I think everybody just to take a big, deep breath and just be like, okay, it's going to be okay. You're not hamstringing yourself for years to come. This isn't a stupid contract. It's a guy who's a really good tackler, who's been good for your team, not perfect, but you're not paying him to be perfect, okay? You're not paying him perfect money. So what say you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Would you have re-signed Isaiah McDuffie? Give me a yes, give me a no, and let me know your answer. It's funny because I put this poll up 3 days ago. Yeah, maybe I called this whole thing. Maybe I'm the reason this whole thing happened. But I asked you guys then, should the Packers re-sign Isaiah McDuffie? It was almost a 50-50 split of 287 votes. 47% said yes. 53% said no. And again, like I said off the top, right, I'd be upset if it wasn't for that price tag, right? If it's a 2-year, $12 million, $15 million deal, $20 million deal, then I'm going to be pounding my fists on the table saying, Goody, what are you doing? Right? You're ruining what might be a really strong offseason, a really strong free agency season with the money that this team has. You're ruining it, wasting it on this player. But still, guys, over 180 tackles over the last 2 years, right? Not a ton of sacks. 1 sack combined in the last 4. No picks in the last 4. 8 tackles for loss in the last 4. But again, to bring it all back to where this thing started is the money. You're not paying him that kind of money, okay? The PFF grades, they're fine. Maybe on the worst side of fine. Defensive grade of 56.1. Run defense of 66.7. That's kind of where you need him the most. That's where you want him to be at his best. The tackling is a 62.3. Pass rush is 66.0, which is interesting given the fact that he's only had 1 sack in the last 4 years. Doesn't rush the passer much. And then it's that coverage grade of a 45.8 is kind of where you go, that's easily his biggest flaw. Okay, so coming up on today's show, we're going to dive a little bit more into the free agents that the Packers still have, okay? The free agents, the top ones I think that could be next on the re-sign list. But before that, make sure you guys hit that sub button, okay? Because we're bringing you daily Packers videos. We got breaking news coverage. This just happened like 40 minutes ago. We're already filmed the video. We're going to get it up on YouTube very shortly. The latest news and rumors, all 100% free. We got over 1,500 Packers fans rocking with us. So if you want to be one of the first 2,000 in this channel, hit that sub button. So the biggest Packers free agents, in my opinion, are Eric Stokes, Corey Ballantyne, Josh Myers, Eric Wilson, and TJ Slayton, okay? You could also add McManus in there as well. I think some people will, some people won't. Some people are probably still upset about what happened in the wild card game. And because of the signing of McDuffie, I kind of have a feeling that they're not going to re-sign Wilson. It seemed to me that going into this offseason, it was kind of, okay, you choose either McDuffie or you choose Wilson. And I'm a little bit surprised that they chose McDuffie given all that Eric Wilson gives to this team when it comes to special teams. Okay? You know, McDuffie doesn't really add as much, not near as much as Wilson does in that realm and on that side of the football. And so it was a little bit surprising to me that they did choose McDuffie over Wilson, because I also believe that a lot of people feel like Wilson's ceiling might be a little bit higher. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for them to re-sign Wilson after they've signed McDuffie, but I am saying, in my opinion, it does seem a little bit unlikely. Okay? So my best guess on who's next, I'd probably say Josh Myers. Just like from the feelings that I have, from what I've heard Goody say, and just like how cheap he would be, my next guess is Josh Myers, okay? And a lot of it is because of the things that Goody has said about him, namely this. I thought he had his best year. I thought he dealt with some things during the year that were tough, and I thought he fought it like a champion, and certainly is an asset to our football team. I know Jordan Love trusts him very much as his center. He's a UFA, so we'll see where all that goes. I can't say enough good things about Josh Myers, not only as a player, but as a leader. He really does embody kind of a Green Bay Packer and what we're looking for and how they're wired, okay? And so because of those kind words from the guy who's going to be making this decision, it kind of feels to me that Josh Myers might be next. And there's a couple reasons why I believe that. Number one, consistency. When you believe you have your franchise quarterback, to keep that kind of offensive line, to keep the center consistent is incredibly important. Okay? Number two, he won the 2024 Ed Block Courage Award, which is the award voted on by his teammates, so it's obvious that he's well-liked in that locker room. And number three, he'd be cheap-ish, probably around 3 years, $9 million a year, like not crazy money. However, I do believe there will be a market for Josh Myers. Okay, as it's surprising as that may be to some of you guys, I do believe there's teams out there that will see Josh Myers, see the consistent starter that he was, and will be like, you know what, let's pay him $11 million, and then Green Bay might not want to match that, okay? But of these five, I believe Josh Myers right there in the middle is next. Shout him out for me in the comment section down below. Name the free agent that the Packers re-sign. Let me know who you think it's going to be in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not already, join us right here on the Packers Report. We're giving you the best coverage that money could buy, and that's the best part about it. It's all free. Right here on YouTube, hit that sub button. We'll see you next time.